What's up, everybody? It's your favorite host, Mr. JLM himself on the Love and Pain Show. Today's show is exciting. It's something different. Again, this is the Love and Pain Show, so anybody can be a host, anybody can be a guest. But today's topic is mother and me. It's a mother and a daughter conversing, enjoying time together, having moments together, and just relaxing. And that's what we about here. So let's go and jump on up into that.
Latinas, we are, from Puerto Rico. How was it when we first moved here for you? You were pregnant with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You had me, and I was a little girl. How was that transition? Being
Honestly,
a Latina woman coming to the United States,
I
like,
was very positive at the time that we moved here. I did not want to. So when I was growing up, I grew up in New York. I went to school to New York, and my dream was coming back either to New York or Florida. Why Florida? As of now, I don't know.
she used to love Florida, side note, but now she's like,
But when I was in college, I had an opportunity to come to Florida with a scholarship of playing volleyball. In those days, my I was 18, but my dad had to sign papers, and he didn't want me to leave home. I was his little girl, but so it stays in the back of my head. So when the opportunity came up, my mom was already living here. I was married, and why not change scenarios? So we packed and left. And I mean, getting used to it, similar. Well, at the time, it was very, very similar to Puerto Rico in a lot of areas. Excuse me. I don't know, just being with my mom, that was it.
yeah.
I mean, the rest was just day by day, day
Mhm.
by day. I love it. It was very, it's not like it is now. I always liked it.
How did you feel after my brother was born and we started growing up and we learned English and started going to school? And did you think was it difficult, or did you?
There were times that, yes, it was difficult because I have to take your brother to different doctors. He was born with certain disadvantages, unfortunately, but so I have to start working to take care of him, but at the same time, better care of you. Um, and I love being a mom, a staying home mom. And there were times that I wanted to go back to Puerto Rico for a lot of reasons. I still do, by the way. So,
And I tell her all the time, I wish we would have, but God knows everything. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have met the people I have met. So, or we have met.
we have met. Yeah, and again, I always, it's in the back of my mind going back, God willing, when I retire. But I can have a lot of plans, but God's plans will always be better than my
They
own.
will always prevail. Yeah.
Always.
So I want to ask you, when I turned 15, you were very disappointed in me because I had bad grades, I think, and I couldn't have like a sweet 15. I couldn't. How at times, how did you feel dealing with me and my attitudes and my?
Um, well, fortunately or unfortunately, I see you, I see myself in you. In a lot of things. Um, I was going to give you the 15, the sweet 15, but then you changed your mind at the same time. So you decide for me. Um, I guess exactly, you did exactly what I did. I didn't want no dresses, no makeup, none of that stuff. I said to my parents, if you're going to spend money, just give me a trip.
Hmm.
And that's exactly what they did. I'm not too sure what we did with you.
I remember. I think we went to the beach and
We
Tio
stay
made
at
me a
the,
cake
we still,
at San Key.
yeah, we still stay at the house.
Hmm.
um Almost a week, and my brother baked her cake, and she invite whoever she decides to
Yeah,
invite.
it was fun.
And I mean, it turned better than I think she expected herself. I don't know if she had regrets of not having, because of her friends, or most of her friends were having this big thing. I wasn't a big person about the whole, you know but she had a good wedding when she got married.
I did.
you
Yes,
know
that.
she had the party, she had the cake, we gave her money. So it was big at the time. So
That was my next question. So I'm going from being 15, then I turned 18 and I was already in a relationship and I got married at 19 and I know things changed then.
mhm, mhm.
I feel like our relationship changed a lot. How did you feel like when you first knew I was leaving? I got my own apartment, everything.
Well, I cried. I don't know for how long, but I had a good friend. Unfortunately, she passed, and she made me realize that what the Bible says about kids is true. You know, God gave you kids, but it's just temporarily, like a loan, and you have to let them go, like it or not, because they will come to you. And I'm like, no, she's not coming back. She's married, and I cry every day. Then I start getting jealous of her ex mother-in-law, the relationship that I wanted to have with her. But unfortunately, there was a lot of things because, like I said, I see her in me a little rebellious, if that's the right word.
Mm.
Um, she wanted to do things, and I was kind of harsh on her in a lot of things because I didn't want her to go through what I went through. So there were a lot of mistakes that I made that I honestly regret. But on the other hand, I was thinking, well, God gave me Rebecca with a purpose that as of when she was 18, I was still not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So she went through her thing, I went through my thing, and when we reunite back together, that's when I was starting to see the true meaning of why I got pregnant of her, um, the way I did, basically. So,
Granted, my mom, not that she had anything against my ex or anything, she just didn't feel like I should have gotten married, you know? And of course, when you're 18, 19, you're not really thinking about that. You just think, well, I'm 18 now. I want to leave. I want to,
mhm.
and I did. I left at 18. I had my own apartment. I had my own stuff. But yeah, it was a little rough, of course. How did you feel like, well, I was going to say like throughout the time I was married and all that.
Well, it's not a secret that you know that I didn't want you to marry him, because you were too young, and I honestly we make plans for you to college and travel and all the good things
How did that
that
make you feel that I didn't
um
do all that as a mom?
as a mom I felt like a failure. Like I said before, I cry a lot, and it wasn't because of this friend of mine that she she talks to me and make me realize in a lot of prayer that I have to let her. When a bird leaves the nest, it never comes back, and that's what I pretend for you to stay in the nest even against your will, which that was my mistake. You don't do that to your kids. You don't kick them because I never kick her or her brother.
Mm-hmm.
They keep themselves, but and I think that's why they come back because I never kick them. They kick themselves. So, but
Yeah.
it was tough. It was very very tough for me.
And then this is gonna be like kind of a dumb question, but like when I went through my divorce, how did you feel?
Wow, it is tough because um I didn't want to say I told you so because that would have been my mom's too. I told you so when I
Mm-hmm.
married my ex. But I feel like that you needed me the most, and I tried to be there. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted you to come with me. I was living in Indiana, and I want you to be with me. But at the same time, I wasn't understanding you were not a little girl anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Even though for me you will always be.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I needed that though. I don't know, I needed to be by myself. I needed to be
See,
alone.
yeah, sometimes it's
I
like
needed
me
to.
now. I've been by myself, single for a long time, and I learned a lot about it. And I wanted you to learn the same way. Learn about you, what you like, your dislikes, what you are willing to allow or not allow on your next relationship. Nothing is perfect. There was always gonna be something, you know. But I think that if you cover those bases and have God the center of your life, you're gonna succeed. I just came from a wedding that this couple, I mean, they went through things that I'm like, wow. I mean, make you not scared, but aware of You cannot keep on saying, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. When someone comes around, you start bringing out the old you. Ain't gonna work,
Yeah.
because good guys are hard to find, especially if they come from God. Because what God give you is always good,
Yeah.
but you need to learn to appreciate it. You need to be ready for it, because if not, you're not gonna succeed. So I wish you the
That's
best
good,
in
Mom.
your new endeavors. And I saying it right.
Yes. Thank you.
You've grown more than what I thought you were going to, and I'm very, very super proud of you. I've always been. I think I tell you every day how much I love you, how proud I am of you.
Well, that was gonna be my next question or my last question. Where do you think we are now? Like, how do you feel now?
Um,
You could just add to that because that was beautiful.
well, yeah. Um, I can say that since you went to Indiana and stayed with us for a little bit and came back, the in between make you and me realize a lot of things.
I agree.
Um, we have our ups and downs still, because nothing is perfect. I'm
No.
mom. I know you're an adult, but I'm mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I sometimes wants to. I am mom, and and I have to be careful with that, because it is true, but at the same time you're an adult, and I have to treat you as an adult. And my privacy with you is mamita linda bella. I love you,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just our intimacy that we
Yes.
need. Um, and again, I'm very proud of you and what you've become. You're professional. You're a professional woman. Um,
Oh, thank you.
you can handle things better than, like I said, expected, due to the fact of what we've been through. But I thank God for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
If it would have been because of God, we wouldn't be here where we are right now. God knows, I'll probably be in jail because a lot of things. But anyway, you know, again, I thank God for where we are right now
Mm-hmm.
and what He is going to continue doing in our lives.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And it's not over.
I agree. I have to say we're definitely in a way better place,
Hmm.
and I'm very thankful for that. We've grown a lot. We still, like you said, here and there. I think that's always gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I do feel very close to you. You are my best friend. I go to you for everything still today, and I'm 40. Side note. Um, but yeah, I'm very happy, and I love you very much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope you
Thank you.
enjoyed.
I did. Very nice. You caught me by surprise, but it's okay. I just look for things that not
Good.
to get too into deep, because we would have been the whole night here
Yeah.
plus. But at
I
least we
wanted to
let.
just dig in a little so that they can
Yeah, of course.
see how a mother and daughter is nowadays. We all go through
Mhm.
our stuff. We've been through stuff, but we're on the other side of it now. So thank you, Mom, again for coming, and hopefully it's not your last time. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I hope you know and realize that just like this is a mother and daughter relationship, any relationship is going to go through its struggles. It's going to go
Mhm.
through its things. But as long as you have a strong foundation, as long as you have a strong bond, and, for us and my family and our family, that foundation is God, whatever that is to you and your household. But for us, it's God. So, again, thank you so much. I hope that something that was said here touches someone's lives or touches someone, or if you want to just share this to someone you might think could benefit from it. We truly appreciate you guys, and we hope you enjoy. Have a great afternoon. Have a great day. Bye
Bye.
bye.
God bless.